give you an example.
Okay.
All right. I jumped the broom when me and Christy got married,
Okay.
right? Because I wanted this thing to last forever. I mean, that's the thought behind jumping the broom, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of the thoughts anyway. And, I did it, and now can I say because we're at 19 years that that's the reason we made it this far? No. There's a lot of work and all of that. And
Sure.
I've long since dispelled that. But as it's a part of culture, our culture.
Right.
And so from that perspective, I'm looking at it now. But back then, I was just hoping and praying,
Sure.
that I don't get this wrong. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I like the thought that as we get older, we start to dispel some of these or debunk them.
Sure.
And they don't have that much power over our lives.
Well,
I really would like to go gamble and hit the lottery, okay? But I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Right. Sure.
Move mountains, but you better bring a shovel.
There you go.
Okay.
So, how do people go about weaning themselves from superstitious behavior? It's like, okay, I have to only eat 3 potato chips before noon, and I have to walk backwards 20 times before I have my dinner. How do people get themselves to, I guess, a more realistic state of just understanding fate and all that kind of stuff? Or is that possible?
Most people are able to do that when they find that it is untrue, their thinking is untrue, then they let it go. Again, most of these superstitions are harmless. People who are taking it to the nth degree and find that they can't stop, that's when they need to seek some kind of help to help them with that process.
So I have a question for you from the chat line, and the question is: do you believe such old beliefs will stand the test of time? Will they carry on? And we're talking about jumping the broom and having people walk through your house at New Year's Day. The first person through the threshold has to be a male, so forth and so on. Do you think that those beliefs will stand the test of time, and will they carry on?
I believe so. They've carried on this long, and they have done that because we have passed them on to our children and given them a logical explanation for why we believe those things. Now, that's like anything else. It's up to them to grab hold of that and to carry it on for themselves. But thus far, that's what has happened. Our generations have carried those things on.
Well, do you see that cycle breaking? Can that cycle be broken?
I believe it can be. I'm hoping that it's not, because I think, as I said in the beginning, that some of that's cultural and belongs to the culture.
Okay.
There are different cultures who have different belief systems that have stood the test of time, and I think that we have some also.
Sure.
But certainly the children, they're breaking all kinds of norms.
Wow.
Our children, this generation, and some of it's, parenting is the same, and so the parents may not put
sure
emphasis on those kinds of things that heretofore we have.
Wow.
So to that extent, to answer your question, is yes, it's possible that they can phase out of our lives.
Wow.
But new ones will emerge.
Right.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
You got all kinds of stuff happening with Pokemon, and that was crazy. But people running all around the city with
right.
Pokemon.
Sure.
All of that kind of rituals and superstitions are a sign of the times.
Sure. And is that, and I guess just for clarification, so if you have a superstition or 2 or 10, does that make you a candidate for an exam, or is that just normal?
It's normal. And I'd say 6 out of 10 people, every 10 people have
is it possible to break that dependence?
A lot of times it's not dependence. It's just something that we do when certain situations come up.
Okay.
And to that extent, yes, it can be broken.
Okay.
Anything other than that, now we're talking a personality disorder, that OCD piece that comes in, or the anxiety piece, and certainly then they need to seek out some professional help. But
Gotcha.
if a person can't break it, then that's when they need to look for some help, because most of us, we have them.
Sure.
We don't give them power. Once you start giving it power, then it turns into more than just a superstition.
Sure.
And it usually gets in the way of your life.
Sure.
If you don't do it, or you don't win, or you lose the game, those things kind of destroy you. And,
Sure.
that's when we need to talk.
Gotcha. Well, Mr. Means, I really appreciate the time that you took to sort of set us straight on some things. And I know Thin Bad's getting ready to close us out here and maybe ask another question or two, but thank you so much. And we have to apologize in advance because our network was really acting up, and it's interesting. It corrected itself. So we're not sure what was going on with the network this evening, but we just apologize to our listeners and hope that you all will continue to listen to us. Thin Bad, do your thing.
Yes, and that is it. Thank you much, Brother Means. That was extremely helpful, and we learned a lot. I have to. We talked about some of the things that we saw on with regard to superstition. It was good to be able to make that distinction between superstitions and beliefs, and rituals, because those are important stipulations. But we all have them. Sometimes we have fun with those things, and sometimes they can drive us mad. But superstitions are real. For folks. Folks believe in it wholeheartedly. So, on the one hand, it was good to have some fun, but also to get into the real pieces behind it, and to learn the differences between the two. We had a healthy audience on Facebook Live too, Chief, and they were going. I couldn't even get to half of the superstitions that they were throwing up on the screen. Some of them I couldn't bring up, but I said, "Oh no, we're gonna leave that."
What was the craziest one you got, Thin Bad?
So far, I mean, they didn't go into detail, but the one that kind of caught me off guard was, was it you? Somebody told me one about you don't breathe when you go by a cemetery.
Yeah, you shouldn't breathe because you breathe in the vapors from the dead people.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that one there, Brother Means, and that one pulls in all kind of stuff. That's the supernatural, the superstition. That pulls everything in. But
important distinction, supernatural.
Right. And that's very.
If I can I give a resource? If I can.
Yeah.
Stuart Weiss, the D-Y-S-E, he's a doctor at Connecticut College. He wrote a book called "Believing in Magic: Psychology of Superstition," and I would urge you and our listeners to pick that up. That's again, "Believing in Magic: The Psychology of Superstition" by Dr. Stuart Weiss, D-Y-S-E.
I'm gonna look that up.
Absolutely, that was a good one.
And I always like to educate on all of it, so that's good. Yeah, you can always get all kinds of resources. That is great, because education and knowledge is power.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. And misinformation is an epidemic. So I want to make sure that folks get all of the information they can, especially leading into 2020. But I just want to thank you again, Mr. Means, for helping us through this conversation. Once again, I'm sure we will be coming back to you and your expertise as we go through some of these other conversations that we'll have. We'll find that they'll cross a line that you are an expert at. And so we'll hear from you once again. And but good to hear from you tonight. Ambezi, Chief.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank all of you for listening to us and joining us on Facebook Live and on the air and sending us comments. We thank you, and we appreciate all of you. thank you so much for allowing us to give it to you.
Straight, no chaser. Bye. You've been listening to Straight, No Chaser. So join us next week for more hot topics. And also, you can always catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, iHeartRadio.